garden tour. April. I don't know what day it is. My birthday was 2 days ago. It's Earth Day. Let's walk around the garden. The garlic is looking great. Elderberry cuttings are coming up. Time of the lavender. They're all doing well. They smell amazing. And overnight, the kale has started to make, they're not blossoms yet, but it's a sign that it's almost summer for sure. The winter kale has all gotten knee or waist high overnight and is going to make flowers. And that means that, great, we'll have seeds for the next time I grow kale, but also it's bolting. The time for winter kale is coming to a slow, which is what it is. Horehound has made some more leaves, and not much to see back here. It's all pretty much still kale and garlic and green onions, although I have planted quite a bit of beets and radishes, and in this bed I put some mung beans as an experimental cover crop. Yeah, pretty much just Kale City back here. But this is the thing I'm excited about. The thru is resurrecting itself from last year's split fiasco. Don't split your thru. Maybe ask first if it wants to be split. I don't know. And I planted a bunch of seeds this week from strictly medicinal seeds, and obviously none of them are up yet, but I've planted both kinds of skullcap, blue vervain, some comfrey, I don't remember what else. I'd have to look at the map. But that's the back garden. Mushroom beds are, still looking like we buried somebody out here. Compost is, doing the compost thing. We've successfully gotten most of the wood chips contained in this back corner, and little reclamation corner beds are doing pretty good. It is elm seed season. Let's see if I can get a better picture with the lighting. So these are edible. I don't particularly care for them, but they're okay in pesto. I know some people go nuts for elm seeds, but it's not my favorite edible. This is Faith's bed, and she's gotten some stuff planted in it. So far, I think it is just the one radish that has popped up, but give it time, and things may surprise you. Let's come out here to the driveway. So Sage has planted a lot of seeds in their bed. And I've previously planted this hell strip with a lot of things just to see what will take. And so far it looks like we've got a lot of peas coming up, which is great. And most of the cuttings I've stuck in the ground have not done much, but I've got a couple of serviceberry cuttings that might do something. This is my new favorite friend. Purple orac. Looks like somebody's been having a orac snack attack. Yeah, so let's see. So just got planted in here some onions that were growing in the kitchen, some fennel, peas, calendula, Brussels sprouts, basil. I don't know what else. Some stuff. Some good things. Some more beets and arugula and oregano. I mean, it's all just looks like compost at this point, but that's going to change. Everything is just growing. Got beets over here. Looks like some cilantro. Lentils. Got comfrey. Got some spearmint, peas. Just kind of putting lots of seeds everywhere and seeing what does well. Over in the front yard, we've got more beets and radishes, strawberries. Put a bunch of transplanted some seedlings in here, and then we had a very hot day, so far one king kale of the mountain has, yeah, they'll survive. Yo, somebody's been eating my plants. The heck? Mona, have you been eating the comfrey? I think it might have been Mona, honestly. She's been just, having a snack on whatever suits her fancy. Perhaps some lettuce. Perhaps some comfrey. My lone fennel plant from last year is doing delightful. Good fennel. A lot of wilted, well, some of them will make it, probably. Some of them will not. And that's just the way of it. We've gotten some pansies and tulips transplanted in here. And I'm gonna wait for the bus to go by. Got some spinach and carrots planted out in this bed. But that's pretty much it for the east half of the front yard. Front bed, we've got other front bed. A lot of failed transplants, but some of them, like this red Russian kale, will probably be fine. I put in some sunflowers a little early, and if we happen to get any frost tonight, maybe I'll cover them, or maybe they'll just have to suffer. So far, got like 3 that have popped up. This bed is full of seeds, and I just have to wait until it all starts to look a little more like this. But we'll have to just wait. Over here in the flower bed, we've got a lot of borage and lemon verbena and California poppies and spinach. And the spinach has been great because it's been growing very fast and it's provided cover for a lot of the more tender plants. And as I eat the spinach, the flowers are getting bigger, so that's been a fun little coexistence project. Okay. I had plans to make this a 5-minute video, but you know how it goes. Okay, down here in the driveway, I've got my Will It Grow experiment with all of the muck we got out of the gutter in the road. This drain pipe was clogged and full of like probably a decade worth of silt and worm castings and leaf mold. And so far everything is doing really well. Now, because we live on a pretty busy road, we're not going to eat any of this, but like it's here for greenery, and like if this kale does well, we can get seeds off of it at some point. And then over here is the wild rose hedge wall I've been working on building. Looks like some of the rose plants have not taken root very well. Let's see if I can get closer without getting stabbed. Some of them, you know, we'll see. I haven't really been watering this zone, but it's managed to grow some very tough spinach and then one radish that will outlive all of us. That radish is going to live to be 500 years old. And the real powerhouse has been this hugel bed that I built last year. It's under the pear tree, which let's just take a moment to appreciate this lovely tree. It's really delightful. And this is honestly the most productive part of the garden right now. We've got radishes, arugula, chard, green onions, kale, more green onions, tatsoi, lettuce, yarrow, more green onions, radishes. This whole area is just a mix of baby spinach and lentils and kale. I already said kale. It's a mix of, I just kind of flung a bunch of seeds out here in January or February, and this is what did well, including the like one pea plant. One pea plant. I'm gonna prop you up, buddy. Get on this stick I gave you. No? Okay. Well, peas like to have a pal to hang on to, but in lieu of pal, some sticks will do nicely for a while. And I think that concludes our Earth Day tour, Beach House Gardens. Really happy about this forest in a box, and hoping that my trees all do okay, including the sunburnt ones. It'll be fine. And I'm gonna go. I think it's time to go in and make some breakfast. Some kind of leaf situation. Happy Earth Day, y'all.